Hey guys, it's me, it's Queen auset-heru, and thank you for joining me for another wonderful edition of Ask an Aquarius. If you haven't already, please hit the red subscribe button and smack the bell. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, pass it on to somebody else who might like it too, and drop us a positive comment in the comment section. Also, stick around to the end of the video because I'm going to read some of my favorite comments from previous videos, and one of them could be yours. Now, I have a question from an Aquarius. He wrote me a little blurb, and I'm going to read it to you guys, and then I'm going to tell you what I think about it. The Aquarius said, people say I come off as a mean person because I get so silent when they talk to me. But I be trying to figure them out, or I already figured them out, and I just don't like them. Am I the only one who does that? No! You are not the only one who does that. I'm not going to speak for other signs, but Aquarius have said this to me a million times. A million times. They've said to me the exact same thing. Because Aquarius is one of those signs where, first of all, we're very observant. In most situations that I go into, I'm always quiet at first. People are often surprised at how much I have to say. They're often surprised because they're like, you never said anything for like 6 months, and now it's like you had all that going on. I don't usually say anything. I usually just sit back and watch. In most settings, if it's at work or at school or a friend, I just sit back and watch because what I want to do is I want to observe. Like he said, I want to figure the person out or the persons out. I want to see which people seem helpful, which people I need to stay away from, which people seem like they're full of it. I want to see. I want to stay back and kind of see. I'm going to figure it out. And when I've figured them out, I'm not going to want to be around them if I've deemed them to be unsavory. Some people will say to other people, oh, you know, Queen don't like me, you know, and it's not that. It's just that there's something about you I'm not feeling, and I'm not going to, you know, like treat you some type of way or pretend to be your friend, or I'm just going to leave you alone. You know, that I have a hands-off approach. If I don't like somebody, I just leave them alone. I don't harm them. I don't talk about them. I just completely X them out of my thought process. So I believe that's what he's talking about. And a lot of Aquarius say this. And a lot of them say that people say that we're mean because of it. But it's not true. The truth of the matter is that Aquarius are just not fake. There are a lot of people who don't like you. I'm going to tell you straight up. There are a lot of people who do not like you, but they come off like they do like you because there's something in it for them. Some of your friends or some of the people that you think like you, and sometimes you can feel it and you kind of know, but some of those people don't like you. I see it all the time, and they stay around you or they talk to you or they engage with you, not because they like you, but because they really want to be able to kind of be newsy, see what you're up to, have some gossip about you to now go spread to other people. You see, people hang around you for a number of reasons. You might have money, more money than them. You might have something that they just don't have, like a car, for example. I know plenty of people that are friends with somebody else because that person has a car and likes to go places, and they don't have a car. So I don't have a car and this person does, so I'm gonna be friends with this person so we can hang out and go places. But they don't really particularly like or care for that person. In Aquarius, in our best sense and our most highest vibration, are not going to do that. I even know some low vibrational Aquariuses who won't do that because it's not really a matter of like morality for us. The reason why we do that is because Aquarius don't like being irked. I say this to people all the time, and they're like, who does like being irked? Nobody. But Aquarius goes through means to ensure that we're not going to be irked. And one of those things is reading people. A lot of us are very good. Sometimes we make mistakes. Because I've had some people that I've read and still ended up messing around with them in my life and shouldn't have. We've all done that. But Aquarius are usually pretty good at reading people, and they sit back, they'll observe the room, they'll read it, then they will start to engage. And if the room isn't too cool, they're not going to start to engage. And if an Aquarius doesn't engage with you, it could be that they have figured you out and they're not feeling you. That could be the case. But it also could be the case that they're just observing. It doesn't have to be that you did something. A lot of people, like he said in this little blurb, he said people think I'm mean because of it. I don't think that he's mean. I think he just sits back, he observes, he sees who to mess with and who not to, and he moves on. You cannot be friends with everybody. You cannot be cool with everybody. You can be kind to everybody. You can be polite to everybody. But everybody doesn't have your best interest at heart. And pretending like they do, only gonna get you hurt. And many Aquarius just don't play that game. So I really don't think it's a matter of being, fake or mean or something like that. It's just a matter of being real. Aquarius are some of the realest people I've ever met in my life. And sometimes that's a good thing. And I love it. And sometimes I'm like, oh God, could you be a little more polished? Sometimes it does irritate me, even in myself, But it is what it is, because at least I know it's genuine. I like genuine people. So that's a big thing to me. So yeah, you're not the only Aquarius who's seen like this. You're not the only one that's called mean. You're not the only one that, I've heard people, they don't say this to me about me, but I've had other people say to me, oh, so-and-so thinks you're mean. Or so-and-so said they saw you and you didn't speak to them. Or, something along those lines. I've heard that before from a third party, but never somebody just flat out be like, oh, I think that you're mean. And most of the time, it's because I have figured them out and they're a snake. And I don't need no snakes in the camp. I done had enough snakes in the camp in the past. I don't want no more. So if I figure out somebody's a snake, I leave them alone. And I don't think that's mean. I think that's called self-preservation. Now let's take a look at these cool comments. One came from Ali M. Ali M says, I love your videos, Queen. You're like an Aquarian auntie. I love that. I agree, we may like you, but you will never know it. I also give you props for pointing out that Aquarius, we won't talk to you if we don't like you. We can be ice cold, but actually an effective weapon if you're really not feeling somebody. It's almost election time here in the States. If you could pick any living Aquarius to be president, who would it be? Or would you even pick an Aquarius? Much love, Queen. Oh, beautiful comment and great question. Thank you so much. All right, so Aquarius, I would pick Oprah Winfrey. I love Oprah Winfrey. I know a lot of people, criticize what she does or doesn't do, blah, blah, blah. I don't care. Talk to the hand. I love Oprah. And I would pick Oprah to be president because Oprah is really smart, and Aquarius are generally really smart. Likewise, she has the political contacts. She has the contacts. All kind of contacts. She, in my opinion, is the reason how Barack Obama became president, because Oprah put her resources behind him. So if I had to pick somebody, I would definitely pick her. She's intelligent. I feel like she would look out for everybody, not just one group of people or this group of people. I think she would look out for everybody. And I think that because she's smart, she would make really good decisions. I think if you're a leader, and I think that she is definitely a leader, she's run companies and things like that. And I've never heard people under her complaining about her leadership. So I like that a lot. So I definitely would pick somebody like her. I would pick her specifically, as a matter of fact. But the only thing about it is that I don't think she would want to do it. Because I've heard her have interviews and she didn't really feel the concept of politics, which makes sense to me because it seems like it's really a circus. So if I could pick her, I would, but I don't really think that poor Oprah would want to do it. I think she would probably turn it down. Also, it might take away a lot of her freedom, and Aquarius love their freedom. Great question, great comment. Thank you. Jordan, my man Jordan Oliver. Jordan said, when it comes to getting to know an Aquarius woman, it's best that you get to know her slowly on a spiritual level. Give her a reason to trust you and let her have her freedom. Once you do this, you'll open up more. Good luck to the Sagittarius dude. Hope it works out for him. Great video. I agree with this 100%. 100%. If you really want to get to know an Aquarius woman seriously, really take those steps. If you just want to have sex, don't play those games. Just tell her that's what you're up for. That's what you're up for. Because in some cases, that might be what she's up for. Remember that non-committal thing? So just tell her straight up. But if you want to have some type of a serious, meaningful relationship, discuss that with her and get to know her slowly. And like Jordan said, you got a better chance at her actually wanting to get to know you too. All right, guys. See you later. It's time for me to get going. So if you would like to get in contact with me, remember all my information is underneath every video. See you later.